It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. Nice to have you here today. Two outstanding elementary schools here to play our game, and they're going to dazzle you with all they know about science. Play along and see how many questions you can get right as well in this, our 38th year of competition. Let's meet the teams. First from Rockledge Elementary School over there in Bowie, say hello to Cody and to Liam and to Trey, all wearing matching shirts over there, the atomic model. They're looking good. And from University Park Elementary School over there in College Park, say hello to Christine. Caroline's here today, and Maddie too. All of them are safety patrols. You can see how responsible those young ladies are. Here on the Science Bowl, we have 6 categories of questions. If you've not seen the program before, here are those categories.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here in the Science Bowl, we arrange our questions on our game board according to difficulty. Easier questions on the left worth 5 and 10. Tougher ones worth 15, 20, and ultimately 25. Toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points apiece. No penalties for incorrect answers. End of the 2 rounds today, one of these 2 good-looking teams will come back to play our game again for the chance to move on, possibly to the semifinals and the finals, maybe a county championship. Let's go over and make sure everything works properly. Cody, would you try your buzzer? All right, it looks good. It sounds good. Good luck to you, to Liam, and to Trey. And how about Caroline? How about the green team? All right, everything seems good over there. Christine, Caroline, Maddie, all ready to go. Are we ready to play this game? Let's do it. May the better team win. All of you win just by being here, representing your schools. We go alphabetically. R before you, so Rockledge. Cody, let's rock and roll. Let's play. Give me a category and a number. You choose.
Let's get physical for 10.
Physical for 10 points. Here's your first question. All the planets, near and far, are kept in their orbits by what enormous force of the sun? Name that force, Cody.
Gravity.
You got that right. The gravity of the sun keeps everything in place. Yeah, what would we do without it? Nice going. Got the first points. Go red.
Zoo Parade for 5.
Zoo for 5. Squidward. This is a math question. Listen carefully. Squidward on the cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants has 6 tentacles, which is actually 4 less than a real squid. University Park? What you want to tell me, Caroline?
He could be an octopus.
No, we were looking for a number here. Let me repeat the question for Rockledge. Rockledge, Squidward on the cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants has 6 tentacles, which is actually 4 less than a real squid. And how many less than an octopus?
2.
2, that's right, which would have 8. Good, go. Red.
Body systems for 10.
Body for 10 points. Be very careful with this. People allergic to gluten need to avoid eating it since it is known to damage this organ, the body's longest. University Park.
Pass to Christine.
Christine.
Small intestine.
It is the small intestine. We didn't trick you. A lot of people think it's the large intestine. No, it is far longer. The large intestine is wider. Good answer, Christine. Good. Go green.
Green things for 10.
Green for 10. Although it has no udder, U-D-D-E-R, like a cow, you can still get milk from this largest seed in the world. University Park.
Pass to Maddie.
Maddie?
Go.
Say it again.
No.
No. Rockledge, Although it has no udder like a cow, you can get milk from this largest seed in the world. What you got?
Coconut.
A coconut. Absolutely right. Good. Come back. Good. Red, go.
Let's get physical for 5.
Physical for 5 points. When a substance undergoes a chemical or a nuclear reaction and releases a lot of energy very fast in the form of heat and gases, like a stick of dynamite, and also makes a lot of noise, you call that a what? What do you call that, University Park?
A chemical reaction or an explosion.
Again, please?
A chemical reaction or an explosion.
Yes, or an explosion. Absolutely right. Good. Nice answer, Caroline. Go. Green. 65 for University Park. Rockledge 75. Advantage green. Go.
Body systems for 5.
Body for 5. This word can mean 3 different things. A kind of beautiful flower, the Greek goddess of the rainbow, and the colored part of your eye. University Park.
Iris.
An iris. Yeah, that's it. Good. Go. Got yourself 5 more.
Science potpourri for 10. Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. The preserved human parts on display at Philadelphia's Mutter Museum. It's kind of a creepy place, that Mutter Museum, with all these body parts preserved. They are helpful to doctors and other medical personnel who are studying this A-initialed science. Anatomy. University Park.
Anatomy.
Yes, ma'am. Nicely done. Thank you, Christine, for your help on that. Go green.
Green things for 15.
Green for 15 points. All right. Listen carefully. While hay is green grass that is fed to horses, what yellow, dry grain stalks, often confused with hay, University Park.
Wheat.
Not wheat, no. Rockledge. While hay is green grass that is fed to horses, what yellow, dry grain stalks, often confused with hay, are not edible and are used for animal bed stuffing and for stuffing scarecrows.
Dead grass.
Straw. Straw is what we're looking for there. Go again, red. Cody, you choose.
Zoo parade for 10.
Zoo parade, 10 points. The brine shrimp, known as sea monkeys, are not like the kind found in nature. No. Since they were specifically crossed with other shrimp, they are what kind of H-initialed breed? University Park.
A hybrid.
Yeah, they're hybrids. Absolutely right. Good. All right. University Park, you have a 15-point lead. Caroline, you choose.
Science potpourri for 15. Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. Just like in science fiction movies, we humans might someday be able to do what Captain America did. Be frozen.
Fly.
What's that?
Fly.
Not fly. No, let me finish for Rockledge. This will be the last question before we take the break. Get this right and we will have a tie game. Rockledge, your question is, just like in science fiction movies, we humans might someday be able to do what Captain America did, be frozen for 70 years in a state of suspended what?
Carbon-14 dating?
No. A state of suspended animation. Suspended animation is what we were looking for there. We've come to the end of the first round. It's a close game. We'll be back with round 2 and some interviews with our players in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back to Science Ball. I hope you're enjoying this game. Yes, back and forth, 2 evenly matched teams here. Rockledge and University Park, 15 points separate them. Let's ask them a few personal questions. Let's find out about them and about their schools. Let's go to Rockledge and Cody. Cody, tell us about Rockledge. Who's your principal over there?
Our principal is Miss Gavin.
Wonderful. And who's the coach of your team?
Miss Miller.
Miss Miller. And without Miss Miller, you guys wouldn't be here. She has been on you guys. I know she's been so excited about Science Bowl. Weren't able to get in last year, but we are very happy an opening occurred this year. Any alternates on your team, Cody? I think I saw some.
We have 4. Emmanuel, Elliot, and Brian.
So you got 2 Emmanuels there. All right, yeah, we're seeing double. And I know they trained as hard as you guys did here, and we'll bring them out at the end. Give them some FaceTime. Let them be on television. What is it about Rockledge that you really like? Something you brag about when you tell your friends that you go there? Do you have clubs there? Do you have a lot of different clubs?
We don't have a lot, but we have different clubs like robotics club and science bowl are our main clubs.
Very good, very good. And I know you have great teachers there, don't you? Mm-hmm. Trey, what are you whispering? What are you telling them?
About math club.
Math club, all right, that's an important club too, yeah. Cody, tell us about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
I read and draw.
Yeah, I can tell you're a good reader. You're a well-read young man, and I can tell just by the way you're listening and the way you're speaking and the answers you give me, so you're doing everything right. Someday, what do you want to do?
Become a chef.
Chef, yeah. You were telling me you do a mean salmon, right, with a spice rub, and what else you put on it, and a nice sauce? You're making me hungry. I know one of the judges wants to try what you're cooking up too. Trey, what brought you to Science Bowl? What do you want to do? Why did you do this?
Just for fun.
Well, for fun, yeah. I hope you're having some fun here today. Tell me about what you do in your spare time.
I play a lot of video games with my friends, and I build mechs.
Well, yeah, video games are part of your generation. Yeah, if you're not playing them, you're making them, or you want to design them. Tell me about the future. Would you like to be a video game designer someday?
Mm-mm.
What would you like to do?
I want to become an astronaut. I want to do
Would you like to go into space?
Yeah.
Yeah, like an astronaut, yeah, or an astronomer.
Astronomer, yeah.
Yeah, astronomy, yeah. Do you have a telescope at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, telescopes are great, and you can see some of those planets up close, in the meteor showers. That's just great. Nice to have you here. Liam, nice to have you here. And what was your motivation to be here today?
I just wanted to have fun. There was a bunch of clubs around, and I like robotics and the science bowl. I like science bowl because it sounds like something that I had never tried it before, so I wanted to see what it was, and
And I'm glad you did. And a lot of people, they're afraid to do things, but you had the courage to step up and try this. You never did it before, and hopefully you're learning some things from this, and I hope you're having a good time. You're already doing a nice job here today, and I really like your shirts, guys. University Park, nice to have you guys here. Caroline, you're the only one here today who was on Science Bowl before. Why'd you come back? Do you like the program?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
It's fun, and you can have kind of a competitive side to you that you never knew you had.
Yeah. We who produce the show want you to learn things. You guys just want to win. I get that. Tell us about your school. Who's your principal?
Our principal is Dr. Davis.
Dr. Davis, yes. We've come over to your school many years for Green Eggs and Ham Day, Read Across America Day, which is always fun. And your coach is Mr. Favero, who has been doing this for many, many years. Jeff, you are part of the Science Bowl family. Thank you for all you do and all the support you give us. And you're all wearing some matching shirts there underneath your Safety Patrol ribbons there. What do the shirts say?
Well, we at school, our PTA fundraiser, our biggest fundraiser is the Azalea Classic. It's like a 5K run where you in April, because that's when azaleas bloom, and
so you raise money that way. Are you guys going to run in it? Do you participate, some of you? I think that's just great. Caroline, something about your school that you want everybody to know about?
At the end of every month, we have these club days, and if you get enough dojo points, which is a point system we have, then you can join in and do all this fun stuff. And also, they produce a lot of fun activities. A few weeks ago, the University of Maryland Terrapin got to come and visit our school.
Wow, that sounds
And
wonderful.
we got to have a dance party with them.
It's a great opportunity, but a nice thing that they do for you there. Before I leave you, Caroline, one day, what do you want to do?
I want to be a wildlife vet, or I want to be an equine vet.
Yeah. Working with horses or wild equines, yeah. Any alternates on your team?
We have Evie, Avery, and Samantha.
Thank you. I'm sorry that they're not here, but we'll bring them out if they're in the holding room and give them some time on set here. Christine, nice to have you here. You seem to know an awful lot about science. How do you know so much science?
I like to read a lot, and reading gives me a lot of knowledge.
Boy, doesn't it? It's an adventure, And when you get a book that you don't want to put down, isn't that a great feeling? And then when it ends, it's like, darn, I want to just keep going. What would you like to do someday?
I would like to be a pediatrician.
Yeah, what got you interested in that? Do you have brothers and sisters at home, younger?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what were you going to tell me? That was it. So you have a chance to see what it takes to Have children grow up, you know, and I bet you'd be very good at that. You're playing a good game. Maddie, nice to have you here. Young lady who likes to eat and sleep. And what was the other thing you told me you like to do?
Read.
Read, yeah, that's good. So you're a good sleeper, and I asked her what she likes to eat, and she had nothing in particular, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite meal?
Breakfast.
Breakfast. You don't sound too convinced about that. Why'd you want to be here today, Maddie? Why'd you want to be on the Science Bowl?
Well, in 4th grade, I was in Science Bowl, and Mr. Favero just invited me, so I thought that I would like try it out, and then I tried it, and it was really fun.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad you find it fun. And you're like Liam, you know, it sounded interesting, and you went for it. We're glad you did. Let's get back into the game. University Park 90, Rockledge 75. Boy, it's close. Lots of points to give away. Let's go, Cody. Start us out.
Zoo parade for 15.
Zoo parade for 15 points. Like most whales, pilot whales live in matriarchal pods. Meaning what? Meaning what, University Park?
It's a large group of the pod.
No, not a large group. Rockledge, pilot whales, like most whales, live in matriarchal pods. Meaning what?
They live together?
No, they're run by women. Matriarchs are women, so it's like in hyenas, also a matriarchal society. Try again, Red. Go ahead.
Dateline science for 5.
Dateline for 5 points. Get this. You might have heard of a Greek called Aristotle. He was a philosopher. Among some of the things he believed, he wasn't right, but he believed that the heart was the center of our consciousness, and that this organ merely radiated heat from the heart. University Park.
Your brain?
Your brain, yeah. He confused the heart and the brain there. Good. Go. Green.
Green things for 5.
Green for 5 points. Let me give you a line from a poem here. Listen carefully. Liam, are you following what I'm saying here? Little poem. There's a poet by the name of Joyce Kilmer. Joyce Kilmer wrote that one of these green things, and listen to my quote from the poem, may in the summer wear a nest of robins in her hair. What green thing would that be, University Park?
A tree.
A tree. A tree would have a nest of robins in its hair. Good. Glad you sussed that out. Go again, Green. Caroline, go.
Body systems for 15.
Body for 15 points. If you're suffering from sinus problems, which I suffer from occasionally, you might go to see a doctor known as an ENT that treats, listen to me, Cody, E is ear, N is nose. What's the T?
Ear.
University Park.
Ear, nose, and throat.
Throat. That's it. Good. Go.
Science potpourri for 5.
Potpourri for 5 points. You can develop something called alpha-gal, a lifelong allergy to red meat. You can't eat red meat for the rest of your life. How awful. That happens if you're bitten by one of these arthropods that can also transmit Lyme disease. Come on, take a chance. Correct answer is a tick. A tick. Ticks carry Lyme disease, and the ticks in this area, some of them can carry this disease that makes you allergic to red meat. Caroline, you okay over there? Just take your time. Don't fall. I want you to be positioned all right. You still good? Try your buzzer. Okay, good. All right, next question. Let's see, we're still at the red team, correct? Red team, last correct answer? No, green team, okay.
Dateline science for 10 points.
I'm sorry, Caroline, what was it?
Dateline for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. Here's your question. This is kind of gross. Studies now show that a large number of people who caught the coronavirus and COVID frequently picked their what? University Park.
Their nose.
They were nose pickers, yeah. All right, so that's a lesson for you. Go, green.
Zoo parade for 20.
Zoo for 20. The outer protective covering found on insects and other arthropods is called both the cuticle and this E initial term. University Park.
Exoskeleton.
Again?
The exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton, yes indeed, good. Tough word to say. You did a nice job with it. Go.
Dateline science for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. All right, come on guys. Cody, Trey, and Liam, you're dropping out here. Trey, you got to help them. Liam, I want to see you leaning in, and I want you to let Cody know that you're there. 3 heads better than 1. Here we go. Dateline for 15 points. Big G is known formally as this man's gravitational constant that describes the strength of gravity. Who was he? That's Isaac Newton, the guy who got bopped on the head by the apple. All right? Go again, please. Green.
Body systems for 20.
Body for 20 points. Our bodies can only make 5 of the 20 of these essential A-initial acids, meaning we have to get the other 15 from the foods we eat. All right, come on, Cody.
Amino acids?
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. You're back in. All right, you're cooking with gas. Go, Cody.
What did we do?
Yes, sir.
Let's get physical for 15.
Let's get physical for 15 points. Teams, your question is as follows. If you rub an inflated balloon on your head, it will build up a negative charge and you can stick it to yourself. Those negative charges are a result of what negatively charged particles? University Park.
Static electricity.
Again?
Static electricity.
No, I'm looking for the particles. What subatomic particles are responsible for that negative charge that is holding that balloon against your shirt?
Electrons?
Electrons is what I want. Yes, good comeback. Go.
Dateline science for 20.
Dateline for 20 points. While bacteria often develop a resistance to antibiotics if they're used too often. That's why when you go to a doctor and he wants to give you an antibiotic, it's probably not always the smartest thing, but take it if he tells you to. So too does it seem that mosquitoes have developed a resistance to these kinds of chemicals designed to kill them. What kinds of chemicals? Come on, University Park.
A pesticide?
Yes, ma'am. That's the way to do it. Pesticides, yes. Or insecticide. We would have taken that. Go.
Green things for 20 points.
Green things for 20 points. All right. Come on, Rockledge. You need this one. Listen carefully. Pebble plants. P-E-B-B-L-E. Pebble plants. Sometimes called living stones, have evolved to look just like rocks to avoid being eaten by grazing animals. It is a perfect example of this C initial kind of defense, University Park.
Camouflage?
Yes, camouflage. Absolutely. Good. Go.
Science potpourri for 20 points.
Science potpourri for 20. It's a visual question. Look at the monitor, please, in the studio. Everybody playing, look at the monitor for the visual question here. This is potpourri for 20. It's coming up in just a moment here. And what you're looking at are vinegar eels. Raw vinegar has these things swimming around. They can't hurt you. But luckily, before you buy the vinegar that you buy in the store, before you get the vinegar in your store, what P initial process, it's a heating process. University Park.
Pasteurization.
Pasteurization, absolutely right. Same thing that kills the bacteria in milk and wine. Good, good, go.
Let's
nice answer.
get physical for 20.
Let's get physical for 20 points. Question is another visual. Look at a lot of you will recognize this. All right, maybe you've been to an amusement park. When you ride a roller coaster, this is a 2-part answer. The climb to the top of the track and then the plunge down the other side are great examples of what 2 kinds of energy. University Park.
Kinetic energy and potential energy.
You got that right. Potential and kinetic energy. Right. Good. Go.
Green things for 25.
Green for 25. Big one in that category. 2-part answer. In 1779, a man by the name of Jan Ingenhorst discovered that in the presence of light, plants give off bubbles from their green parts. Well, in the shade, the bubbles stop flowing. He identified the bubbles as what gas and the process of making them as this process. 2-part. Name the gas and name the process that produced the bubbles. Come on, Rockledge, I know you can do it.
Pass to Trey.
Come on, Trey.
Photosynthesis.
And what are the bubbles? What gas?
Carbon dioxide.
Oh, no. University Park. What's the process and what is the gas?
Photosynthesis and oxygen.
And oxygen it was. Yeah, oh, Trey, you just got, carbon dioxide is what they take in, but oxygen is what they give out. Okay, try again. Caroline, good try.
Zoo Parade for 25 points.
Zoo Parade 25, big one in that category. Baby kangaroos don't have belly buttons because they're marsupials. Thus, their moms were not connected to them by umbilical cords or this P-initialed organ, common in most other mammals. University Park.
What's it called? Pass to Christine.
Come on, Christine.
Pancreas?
Not pancreas, no. What is that P-initialed connection that joins you to your mammalian mom that's part of the umbilical cord? Come on, guys. Did you ever hear of the placenta? The placenta is what's that?
Is it in humans?
It's in humans. Yes, it is. It is in humans. All right, so the answer was placenta. All right, let's go back to the green team for another question. Go.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25 points. Question. When Taylor Swift's era concert goers were dancing at her sold-out concert in Seattle, what nearby device detected a 2.3 Richter scale earthquake? University Park, name that device.
Speedometer?
No, it's a good try. It's a tough question. Come on, Cody. Let's go out with a bang here. Go ahead.
Seismograph?
You got that right. It is a seismograph. You got those 25 points. At the end here, it might not be enough to get you over, but we appreciate that you came through at the end. We'll be back in a moment. We'll double check that score and tell you about our today's champ. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this game today. And this is about knowing science, but everyone's smiling up there. That's because this is also about sportsmanship and poise and being just good people and kindness. And all of these students are winners without a doubt. Our final tally today is Rockledge 135, University Park 250. Congratulations. Round of applause for that University Park team. Caroline, who do you have back there?
This is Avery, our alternate who came with us today.
Yes.
And this is our coach, Mr. Favero.
The one and only Mr. Favero over there. And University Park 5 times county champ. Maybe another championship coming your way. Great game today. Let's have a round of applause for this Rockledge team. We have not seen this school here in years. Cody, you are a man. You are as cool as can be. You were a great captain here today. As young as you are, I hope you come back and play again. Would you do us the honor and introduce everybody back there?
This is our coach, Miss Miller.
Yes.
Our principal, Miss Cabin.
Yes.
And our alternates, Emmanuel, Elliot, Emmanuel, and Brian.
And Emmanuel 1 and 2 up there, absolutely. Great shirts too, and you guys played a terrific game. And you came in late in the season and you came up against a team that has won for years and years, so you should be very proud of yourselves, and we've been very happy to have you on the show today. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. We will see you next time in another edition of Science Bowl. Until then, I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye, everybody.